This is my perfect shot account, my alt. Not many games, 2,890 games, but I got a minus 17 on front nine. So I just want to record it for prosperity's sake because it was a killer. So 1, 2, I've played 2 holes now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So is this hole 1? No, that was hole 2. So this is hole 1. So I'm playing with an APOC 2. And this is the Ventura Open. This is a difficult shot. I totally blew it on the back nine. But I'm not adding any curl. Well, 1 right. I should have remembered that. Full back. 1 and a bit right. Anyways, I probably shouldn't have played any right. I had blue a little bit in the rough. 11 wind. Full OP, full curl. And what do? I backed off a little bit on the curl. And I hit double great right. So guess where that puts me? Yep. Square in. But that's not so bad because there's a beautiful little funnel on that little bunker. And where did it go? Oh, I named that one the wrong one. So there's a little funnel here. And it's not so bad. 10 wind, direct tailwind. Actually, this is not a bad bunker to be landing in. As long as you can hit perfect. I did a little bit of left here, hit perfect shot, and dropped it. So I've only dropped this hole twice, and it's both times with my baby account here. So yeah, I sure messed up on naming that. I'll have to redo that. So then this is hole 2, and I'm playing it Pete's New Way with the sniper. So I'm using a 5-2-1 ball at 20% full back to left. Have the yellow right against the back fringe there, and just about 1 square short of the hole it ends up being, right on the corner there. And 11:59 and minimum distance. Trying to get that 11:59 is kind of tricky sometimes. It's a funny ball. I wish I had more of them.
Perfect shot.
Hit perfect, lands right on the fringe, and boom. So that's 2 and 2. So that's 4, and then we go to the drive on hole 3, plus 10% downhill, white against the rough, use a kingmaker and quarterback 10, and do 2 3/4 top and full left. And closer to 2.5 thereabouts. Error on the 2.5 versus more. Less is more. Full max distance adjustment. Hits. Nope, don't curl this one. Yeah, hit perfect and straight. No curl, no spin.
Perfect shot.
No curl. And it lands exactly where Pete's yardage was, in the middle at 229. So it's a 0 elevation on the sniper and 30% on the slider and it's 3 back, 2 left. And just a straight pull, favoring maybe 1201. And make sure your bounce is just past the fringe there. And there's a funnel, so you go just kind of to, I do it a little more left edge of the funnel. 1201, 30%. Hit perfect.
Perfect shot. Albatross.
And an Albie. So that's 7 after 3 holes. And then we go to hole 4, and this is a 5-3-1 ball, 2.8 backspin, 3 right at 20%. And the red ring is against the fringe, so 2.8 back, 3 right. And then you make sure your bounce is just on the edge of the light green. I'm going to pull it back a little bit. Or push it up a little bit. I brought it back, so it's right at the corner of that light green and to the right edge of the cup. And I'm not, and you pull a true 1201. Make sure the ball is centered.
Great shot.
I even hit great, so I didn't think it was going to work, but I got very lucky on that one. I hit the little lip there, and I guess it was meant to be. So that's 9 after 4 holes. So I'm starting to get a little nervous. So now we're on to hole 5, and I'm doing 10% downhill. Start at, oh no, this is the APOC 2. So a little bit over 2 backspin, full left, favoring it more to the left-hand side, 2 back, full left, and full left curl with a touch of OP. So it's about 2 rings of OP. It's just in the yellow. And I hit great
shot.
left, which is preferable, I guess. Not really, because I ended up quite short here. I didn't have any of the yardages. 354, and the last yardage I had here was 268. So I had to kind of improvise, adapt, and overcome. So then we go to my next and shot, and playing this 0 elevation, 2 backspin, 1 right. But because I'm pretty much at max already, 80%. And I don't know why, but do you think, I can't seem to, I do still the full right, and I can't seem to find where the ball guide goes to the hole. Like, it's just a weird thing. I have no idea why I can't get it to show up. So I'm just guesstimating, and yeah, guesstimating. So 1201 pull. Should have been.
Perfect shot.
Underpowered it a little bit. And dang, I got close. Oh,
Nice
I wanted to get that so bad. So that didn't drop. I still have not dropped that hole. But now we're on to hole 6. And this is with the Thor's hammer. 5. I start at plus 5 yards. Gives me a good guesstimate of how full top, a couple of right, blue near the rough. Gives me a good idea how many yards of OP I need, or how much OP I need. When I bring it into overpower to adjust, it's about 5 rings. So it's about 1.5. And I don't do 1.5, I did under. But it seems to be
Perfect
okay.
shot.
Perfect. Leaves me, I believe, about 154. 155. I'm still 145, pardon me. But I'm still in minimum Thor. So we're about 10% Thor. I used about 10%, I think. Thorn, I mean. So this is the only hole I'm using my thorn on. I've got only a thorn 7, so it's a little low on the ball guide, so I definitely don't get to see it trickle into the hole, but I still use 3 backspin, no left. I just aim it to the left side of the cup. I adjusted exactly 3 rings here. 0 elevation, about 10%. Hit perfect.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
And dropped it. So I was getting way up there and getting all excited and nervous. And so then we're on to hole 7. And I did my best. Plus 25. It was 1.25 side spin on this because I was around 5 rings. So first you do 5 back spin, line it up with your ball guide just on the inside and right of the pin hole there. And then change it to 1.25 and 5. And do 1201 pull. Hit perfect. Do I? Yep.
Perfect shot.
I thought that was going to drop. Thought I had done everything right.
Nice
Dang!
on.
How close do I get? Oh my gosh. Really wanted that one too. So that kind of messed things up. So now we're on to the trickier holes. Using my APOC and a power 4 ball, plus 10% downhill. I have no idea what happened here, except for maybe the slopey slopes. I did decide to use a little bit of full right, a little bit of left, 9 wind, and it said to adjust 4-5. So it's maybe because I didn't have my arrow 4-5, or my arrow straight, that's why. I used a little bit of bottom, hit
Perfect
perfect,
shot.
and because I didn't adjust straight, I ended up way off. But it wasn't totally disastrous. I was still managed to do 20% on the grizzly downhill, and it was about 80% distance, 20% downhill. 80% slider. I used 1 left and 2 back. And it was a 10-5 adjustment, or 10-6. Now, if only I could have hit this perfect.
Great shot.
Because, perfect just might have been in. It probably would have been in it. Yeah. So a little disappointed there, of course. And then on to hole 9 so I was sitting at 15 under at that point. And hole 9, so I'm doing just layup shot with the quarterback. 3 top, full left. White ring against the rough. It ended up being 7-7 adjustment, so max. And full left curl, no overpower.
Perfect shot.
And then using the cat. And I'm doing this at plus 10% up or minus 10% uphill. Oh, I've got a cat 3. It's got a really weird bounce here. I've ended up in big trouble, so I should have used a little more backspin rather than topspin. Or pushed it up closer and used more backspin. I'm not sure. I just know I didn't want to end up in that silly bunker again. So it was 3 ring adjustment, 85% cat, slider. Used a little bit of right as well, just to try and keep myself out of the bunker.
Perfect shot.
And thank goodness I missed that fringe glitch, because I ended up in the bunker on that one too. So then I have a decent chip for the eagle. My mind, you can hear my mind working, eh? Use a little bit of right just to offset some of that wind.
Perfect shot.
Hit perfect and hits the pin.
Eagle.
So that's for my minus 17, and I'll show you the card. I wish I could be copying that on the back, but c'est la vie. I am dang happy with look at that. The first 6 holes were eagle, eagle, Albie, eagle, eagle, eagle. That's probably the best stretch of 6 holes I've ever had in my life. So it's funny to do it on your baby account, or my alt. I haven't done it on my main ever. But wishing everybody a good luck. This is going to be probably my best round. Hope I can repeat it. I've got just a wicked bracket where the top is like, what's the top? Minus 35s, yeah. Anyways, hopefully I can get a top 10. That would be nice. So, best of luck, everybody. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being such a great support and all the help from all the streamers and from the Bushwhackers and from Jesse and from the Spider Ladies and just everybody. What an amazing... And Terry! Thank you, Terry. You're my #1 fan. And thank you, Ingrid, and for being such cheering support. I am just so blessed. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys again. Bye.